today I'm going to be talking about organic lemongrass from Florihana. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Florihana the company, and then I'm going to talk about the product itself. I'm going to give you some basic information of it, tell you what you can use it for, and my opinion of it. My name's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so I found out about Florihana through a Facebook group, and that group is called Real Aromatherapy Reviews and More 2.0. I definitely recommend you guys checking them out. They do have reviews for a variety of company for aromatherapy products and things that are similar to that. Now, the first thing that I found out about this company is that they were located in France. Once I found that out, I just totally brushed them off. I figured I couldn't afford the products, and if I could, the shipping would probably be just way too much. What I did find out is that if you're located in the US, you actually have two ways that you can purchase these products. The first way is directly through the Florihana website. Now, the website is in English and in French. If you purchase $100 or more, they will pay for the shipping, and I believe they use FedEx. So you should be able to get your products in like a couple days or so. If you spend less than $100, you are going to have to pay for the FedEx, and I've heard it's around $30 or $35. Again, that's going to depend on where you are located. Now, the other option is purchasing through their certified distributor, and the only certified distributor that they have in the United States is Tropical Traditions or Healthy Traditions. And I had purchased some things from them before. I have some coconut oil from them that I purchased, so I really like them, and I do like that they have a wide variety of products that you can choose from. I also have a free shipping code for you guys, so if you purchase your first time buying from them, check out the link below and you guys can get free shipping. Now, I will admit, when I went to Tropical Traditions or Healthy Traditions website, I do know that they're a legit company. Their pictures of their Florihana products kind of looked a little sketchy. And I actually wrote to Florihana to make sure that they were a certified distributor, just because you can never be too safe. And the thing that Tropical Traditions does is that with the label on their website, on Tropical Tradition or Healthier Traditions, they kind of blur it out. So it looks really, really blurry. And I'm not sure whether or not that is a requirement. Like, I didn't ask if that's a requirement from Florihana or if Healthy Traditions, Tropical Traditions is doing that to protect them. I have no idea, but I could not read like the label. I couldn't zoom in or anything like that. They just had this, and they also have this silver container. All of their oils come in inside a silver container to help protect it as well. And I know a lot of people love those little silver containers. I just gave them to a friend. I'm sure you could keep little like dinky things like paper clips in them. I didn't really know what to do with them. Anyways, if you purchase direct from Healthy Traditions, you do have a limit on what you can buy. So Florihana does have a number of products direct from their website. They have absolutes, they have synergy blends, they have essential oils, they have vegetable oils, which are carrier oils, they have macerated oils, which is like the herb or the plant that is infused in the oil. They have mother tinctures, which are usually with alcohol in it. They have gemotherapy. And I don't know much about gemotherapy at all, other than it's an alternative, complementary natural medicine that a lot of people swear by, and I know that Florihana has a very good reputation. They also have, accessories such as diffusers and things like that, and they also have different sizes. So if you purchase direct from Florihana, you can purchase a smaller size. So this is 15 grams, and they have a smaller size, which is 5. Now, if you buy from Florihana, most of the oils, like the average oil, like the ones I bought were grapefruit, lemon, I bought lemongrass. Those only came in the larger size, which was 15 grams. And depending on how you use essential oils, as you can see, I mainly diffuse them, and I don't use them as much as other people. I think at this point in time, I would prefer to have smaller bottles. 5 grams or 5 milliliters would be enough for me. I really do want to cut down on my essential oil collection. I know that compared to some people, I don't have that money. I probably have about 30 at my house and 30 at my parents' house. Couldn't get those in my suitcase. But I will pick those up next time. I really want to par down my collection and really work with fewer oils, and it sounds bad, but kind of more expensive ones. I have a lot of citruses, a lot. And citrus oils, they are very, very affordable, but their shelf life is super small. And I think like I've said in other videos, I had like 5 bottles of lemon. And at this point, I'd be like, I'd rather have 1 bottle of lemon, and with the money that I would have spent on 5 other bottles, purchase, something different, something a little bit, yeah, more precious or luxurious. And anyways, going back to Florihana, if you guys have noticed, I said grams, not milliliters. So one thing that I found was really interesting, and I'm going to link to it below, and you guys can read what Florihana says. They say, according to them, I'm not in the essential oil industry. I have no idea if this is true or not, but what they say is that these wholesalers, when they sell their oils to these companies or brands, they sell in weight. And then these brands turn around and they sell in volume. And Florihana says this is fantastic for the brand because they are making money, but it's not so good for the consumer. So what Florihana does is they keep it equal. They're buying in weight and they're turning around and selling in weight, and they say that you're actually getting more, and they do kind of break it down, and you can read more about that. Now, Florihana, a little bit more information about them is that they're located in France. They're located near Provence, near, I think it said Grasse and Canes. Probably pronouncing that wrong, I do apologize. They do say that they have their eco-friendly wooden buildings are actually from Finland. And they're on 25 acres in the middle of a 2,500 acre area filled with wild thyme, lavender, and plants such as that. I've heard it's absolutely fantastic. So if you ever get the chance, if you're in France, in that area, definitely check it out because it seems like they are super eco-friendly. And I also like the fact that they seem to be very a small company. They've been around for about 20 years. They've recently introduced some cosmetics, and I didn't really look much into that, but they do have those if you are interested. And I know Florihana is not that well known in the US. They seem to have more of a reputation in Europe. I'm definitely attracted to these smaller niche companies such as Florihana. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about the oil itself. So I just opened this right now, and this is challenging to open. So their bottles, what they have, I'm not sure if you can see here, but right here they've got the little security seal ring thing. And most bottles, this is from a vat, Appalachian Valley Natural Products Anatolian Treasure. What they do, and theirs is black, but it's on the bottom and it spins all around. So with these bottles, it's easy, you twist it and it's off. With Florihana, these are childproof. And that can be good or bad depending on your particular situation. I have seen many people complain about it, especially if you have dexterity issues or hand problems, or even I don't have any problems whatsoever, and it took me a good 5 minutes to open this one, and this was the 3rd one I've opened. The first time I opened it, it probably took me about 20 minutes. It's very, very frustrating, and I was just ready to, honestly, I was just ready to give away the bottle. I could not figure out how to open it. But you have to push down and twist, and some people say that if you actually hold it down and push this way and twist, it's easier. I don't know what you can do. You got to maneuver it all around. The first time you open it, it is difficult because you are breaking the seal, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's so much easier the second time. So here's this little ring, the security ring, and when you put the top on, it actually goes inside. And you guys can see it now because I did break the seal, but you can't see it when you're first opening it. So a little bit more information about the oil itself is they have a number of certifications, and I'm going to read these off the website because there's just so much information out there. Now, all the oils that I looked at Florihana are organic, and something that I found was interesting is that a lot of companies out there, for example, Plant Therapy, I do have a number of oils from them. They usually have 2 levels. They have organic and non-organic, and all their organic oils are more expensive across the board. And I know that organic oils are kind of, controversial. Some people say that organic oils are not as good as regular oils, and other people say they are. I'm going to give you guys a link below. You can draw your own conclusions on what you think is best. I'm just going to tell you guys they only had organic lemongrass. And what they say is, this is actually from India and Nepal. So the oil is from India and Nepal. It is organic. It doesn't have preservatives, and it's steam distilled. Okay, so there are many methods of extraction, and one of them is steam distillation. They say it is food grade. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I do not think that you should be ingesting essential oils unless you're under the care of a certified clinical aromatherapist. Essential oils might be natural, but they're not safe. There are also interactions with certain people. So if you are pregnant or nursing, if you have a young child or infant, if you're on medication or have a pre-existing medical condition, you do have to be careful. A medication, especially some essential oils, lemongrass in particular, can interact with your medication. It usually does it in two ways. It either neutralizes or cancels out your medication. Not good. If you're on medication, I'm sure you're on it for a reason. Or it compounds your medication, and what that means is it ups your dosage. Again, not good, not something you want to happen. If you have animals as well, birds especially, cats, and even dogs, you do have to be careful about the essential oils you're using, mainly with diffusion, but possibly also what you have on you. I don't have any pets. I had a fish. I don't have to be careful about it. So if you have pets, please look into how to use them safely with your pets. You can have devastating, deadly effects on your animals, so do be careful with that. And then they have a number of downloads that you can have. They have the MSDS, they have allergens, the IFRA, which is the International Fragrance Association, technical, and the GCMS information. So they have all this information available. They are super, super transparent, and this is all on their website. And now, in addition, on their bottle has, I know the glare is there, but it has a lot of certifications. I'm going to tell you what it says. It says it's certified AB, which is agriculture biologic. That's French, and I'm sorry I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Certified organic EcoCert control union certification. One thing that I also find interesting about their oils is all three oils that I have, even the ones that are supposed to be safe for kids 2 and up, they actually state here, don't use during pregnancy or for children under 5 years old. So they recommend avoiding oils until a child is over than 5. And I know that lemongrass, according to some companies such as Plant Therapy, they say that it's not safe for children. They say 5 and up. You guys, I have information below, and you do your research and you figure out what's best for you. I do know that you do have to be careful when using this topically. Plant Therapy recommends a 0.7% max if you're going to be using it topically. And they also say there are drug interactions. So if you're on medication, please be careful with lemongrass. And they also list on here all of the allergens, and they have 3 allergens listed here, which are natural components that are made when you have the distillation of the essential oil. So that's a little bit about information about the oil itself and the container that it comes in. Now, what can you use it for? Now, lemongrass is a citrus. Now, with most citrus oils, they do have the reputation for being happy and uplifting and helping you during times of, darkness, sadness, or depression. Though if you do have any depression, you should definitely contact a care provider and see if there's something that you can do about that. It also says that lemongrass is good for circulation when used topically, though like I mentioned before, you do have to be careful about the dilution rate that you are using. I personally mainly use essential oils for diffusion. As you can see, I always have a diffuser in the background. Make sure that you are diffusing properly. There are a few things that you need to think about. The first is intermittent diffusing. My diffuser is a very cheap diffuser. It does 10 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Not ideal at all, but better than continuous diffusion. The best thing that you can do is probably about 30 minutes on and then take a break. You can even turn it off after 30 minutes, but take a break for about 30 minutes and then turn it on again. You also have to be careful to not overload your senses with essential oils. I know that we can get used to the smell. Like, I'm right next to this and I can't smell it anymore. I've just gotten accustomed to it. I know if I left the room I would smell it, but you want to make sure you're using the correct drops. So for every 100 milliliters, which is about 3 ounces, you should use between 3 to 5 drops max. Of course, you can use fewer than that, but just don't think that you have to smell it necessarily for it to work. So if I'm going to have 200 milliliters, I'm going to be using 6 to 10 drops maximum. The other thing with the citrus essential oils, the lemongrass, make sure you guys are storing it correctly. Citruses have a very short shelf life, as I mentioned, and it's usually about 1 or 2 years. So how you store your oil is going to impact the shelf life. And all oils do have a shelf life. I know you'll hear MLMs telling you that, oh, they found them in tombs 5,000 years ago. These pharaohs had them. I'm no doubt they found stuff in that. I mean, they found grains and other things. I'm not going to use that. Something that's 5,000 years old. It has gone bad. And the three things that you have to be careful with essential oils, three main things are, the passing of time, but you also have light and heat. Light, heat, and air. But light usually isn't a concern just because this is an amber glass bottle, so the light's hard to get into. But heat and air, you need to keep your essential oils cool. And I've got some information below by Tisserand about keeping your lemon on the rocks. I keep all mine in the refrigerator. I double bag them in plastic bags and keep them where the meat is supposed to go, the meat and cheese container, and air. Even you will hear these MLMs saying, oh, our essential oils never go bad. Wow, that's such a blatant lie. I don't even know where to begin with that. These essential oils have air inside the bottle. And this air is going to interact with the essential oil itself. It's going to start to oxidize the essential oil. It's going to start to turn and go rancid or bad. Now, the more headspace that you have in here, or air, the faster it's going to interact here because there's just more air here. So what a lot of people recommend is if you have, like, when this gets to be about halfway or so, you should decant it, and that means switch it to another bottle so that you are eliminating how much air is at the top of here. So all essential oils, even those, therapeutic, certified therapeutic grade, whatever trademark they have on them, 100% all natural, undiluted, those go bad too because of air. So make sure you guys store your essential oils properly. So I told you guys a little bit of information about Florihana. I definitely recommend checking them out. If you're in Europe or if you are maybe interested in purchasing from them and you can get a $100 order together, check them out. Otherwise, go to Tropical Traditions, and I do have a coupon code for you guys below. Their essential oils are awesome, and I kind of like using essential oils from a company that's not as well known but has a great reputation, and Florihana seems to stay out of the drama. It seems like there's always some essential oil drama going on. If you have actually purchased from Florihana, let me know what you bought and what you think of it. Please leave a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure you like this video and give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I'll see you guys later.